just asked that and I didn't even have the mic on. Okay. What the order of me? Don't do that. Okay, now this one needs to be in a playlist of its own. New playlist. New playlist. Save. Go back to our channel. Get down over here. Share. Let's see here. Now who has really... accepted my invites. Pretty loud. I'm sure you know. Shit, I might need to actually share it to that. Instead of just sharing it in my fucking post. Okay, so now how in the hell are you supposed to do? What are the controls for what remains of Edith Finch?
Controls vary by platform, but generally you use the left stick, or equivalent on PC, for movement and the right stick for looking around. You often hold the main interact button, like R2 on a controller, while moving the left stick to perform unique story-specific actions, as the controls change frequently.
What about at the beginning?
At the very beginning, you primarily use the left stick WASD to walk and the right stick mouse to look around. To start the story, you must look down at the book on your lap and use the main interact/action button, like R2 on a controller or left click on PC, to begin the first page turn.
Okay, so R2 and not X?
The main interact button is generally not X on PlayStation or A on Xbox, but usually R2-RT, the right trigger. You hold R2-RT and move the left stick WASD to perform the distinct actions, like turning the book page.
Okay. I really did not know that. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Actually, who is on Messenger right now? Okay, there we go. Let's see here.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Newspapers too. So yeah, you all. Hello, Phantom Rockers. I'm back live again. I had dinner and then I was watching a little bit of Sabrina. No trespassing.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The Finches. How are you all doing tonight?
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh, there's a deer. Aww. Yeah.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Wow. There's an old basketball court, hoop. Yeah, I do too.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
Hmm?
I heard something moving around in the garage. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Hmm. Can't go in that away.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years.
January of 2010.
I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Apple pie. 6 cups of sliced peeled hard apples, 2 tablespoons of water, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1/2 cups of sugar, 1/2 cups of packed brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon ground nutmeg, 1/8 teaspoon ground ginger, 1/8 teaspoon salt pastry, or double crust pie 9 inches well.
Or only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Imperial Palace. Ordered today. Cosmic cuisine. Oh shit. We were supposed to be outside. Damn it. We must see if the front door is open. Where is the freaking front door?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Well, it's obviously not over here. What about over here?
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile, too many teeth.
Damn it. I think we are gonna have to... Shit, I'm getting hot.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Newspapers.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Okay, wait a second here. Hold on. Okay, again.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just gonna start at the beginning with the house.
Oh, there's something behind us.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it. My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Missing. If you have information about Milton, call the Orcas Island Police Department. Milton Finch. Date missing, October the 23rd, 2003. Date of birth, May the 19th, 1992. Last seen, Orcas Island, Washington. Age at disappearance 11. Height 4'6". Weight 57 pounds. Race mixed Indian/white. Eyes blue, hair black. Milton Finch. So he disappeared.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
And newspapers. No trespassing.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
I hear frogs.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
The benches.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent, as if they're about to say something but never do.
There's that old basketball hoop. Oh wow, there's that deer. Aww.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Oh, there's a trophy earned. All roads. What does that mean? All roads. Take both paths to the house. November the 13th of this year. There's the garage.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Now they're missing one of Milton. Two more missing of Milton. Nothing over here.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Oh, pretty good.
The house felt like it had always been here. Even the swing set was older than my mother.
Hmm. Yeah.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Oh.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Hmm.
For the first time in years,
January of 2010.
I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Aww. There's a recipe for apple pie. 6 cups of sliced, peeled or tart apples, 2 tablespoons of water, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of packed brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and the pastry for double crust pie, 9 inches. Wow.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Imperial Palace. Order today. Enjoy, thank you.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Wow.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Wow. Eddie.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile, too many teeth.
There's a
Even
flat
the
screen.
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
There's a flat screen TV. That door is locked. This door is locked.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
There's one of those motorized chairs.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
What about over here? Barbara.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Sasquatch.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Wow.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Mm-hmm. Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Hmm. Calvin.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Dead brother. Oh, jeez. Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Wow.
Katie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Hmm. My friend Bigfoot, Barbara Finch.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Gregory. Calvin. Sam. Eddie and Spin. No. Molly's room.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
1947. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the library. November of 2010. Eddie and Sven.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Sven and Edie. Edie. Okay, so outside the library, Gregory, Barbara. Molly. It's Molly. Gregory, Calvin, and Sam. This is Barbara's room.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Hmm.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Hmm.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
20,000 leagues under the sea.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
A Rosemary Reef, Chapter 1.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the
Milton.
paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Aww.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Wow. And it's still there. He's still there. Is he dead? I don't know. The Jungle Book. Molly, 1937 to 1947. Oh shit. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
The gerbil food.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Hmm.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Okay, Stevie. I'm getting a little tired though. Oh wow. There's a fish in here. Yeah, I will after I see a saving spot. What does this mean? I thought about what?
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Arca's Island calves. Mount Rainier National Park.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
I kept eating and eating.
You ate toothpaste? Oh jeez. You tell me you ate toothpaste. My God. Toothpaste. Jeez. So hungry you ate toothpaste? Jesus. God. You ate berries? You ate plastic berries. Are you fucking crazy?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Yeah, she's fucking crazy. That thing is plastic. She ate plastic berries.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
This must be her house. God.
It was
There's
a
a
barn
bird.
swallow going back to her nest.
Aw. Eddie and Molly.
I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was
Yeah.
a cat.
You are a cat. Okay, this isn't not making any sense. He was a little girl, now you're a freaking cat. How in the hell did you do that? Hmm. There's that bird.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's Christmas time. Now we're in front of Christmas lights.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Hmm? Oh. That's her folks. There's a birdhouse. Oh, he's up there. Aww. Aww. Are we stuck? I think we're stuck. No, no, we're not. Oh, there's the bird. Aww. Aww.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Ooh. She's growling. She's growling. She's growling much more than Luna. Aww. Excuse me. Yup.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Wow.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Aww.
I gobbled her up,
Yeah.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits. His face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Well, we are in deep shit. We are a shark and we are in deep shit. We was a cat and then we was an owl and now we are a deep shit shark. I know, right, Stevie? And we are in deep shit because we are a shark. Ooh, look at us go, wow.
I rolled off
Oh!
a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Now it sounds like we're playing man-eater.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
No, we are a sea monster.
I was a monster and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Chuck the iron, let him finish. Now what was that? Let the drunken sailor finish his song.
So I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Wow. So we're obviously an octopus. Or Cthulhu. Oh shit. We're climbing through a freaking toilet. Imagine a sea monster or an octopus crawling through a freaking toilet. Oh, this is horror place.
I got closer and closer.
This is Molly's room. What the hell are we doing in Molly's room?
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
So Molly was a cat. 1947 to 1937. She was 10 years old. Wow.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
So this was her as a cat. Molly, 1937 to 1947. Yeah, she was 10. Am I hearing a cat? Oh, she got that from these. She was a shark.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Yeah, the kitty. And there's the octopus, or the sea creature. I hear a kitty. There's a microscope. Edie, and Sven. Sven. I'm still hearing a kitty. Why am I hearing a kitty? I don't see no kitty. And her goldfish, I guess, passed away over the years. So she was deriving that from everything in here. There's the sea creature. There's the shark. Let's see that. Oh yeah. Over here. There's the owl. And there's the kitty mask. And there's the rabbits. Yeah. We need to open this window. The cat? I think there's a mask. There's a few masks over here. There's a kitty mask, there's a rabbit mask, and there's an owl mask. She probably got those derived from those masks. Now we need to get out of here some way. How I know we can't go out this way. Mount Rainier National Park. And there is still her pail from 1947. Wow. Must be outside. I see. There's a cat. The cat was out here. There was the cat. I saw the tail of it. It was on this branch right here.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, wait a second here. Oh, wow. Well, this obviously ain't Christmas now. I mean, there's a flat screen TV down there. And this is 2010, not 1947. Oh, this is where Molly's folks was at, because over there on that chair was where her dad was at, and in the bed was where her mom was at. I know, right?
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Okay, it's saved. So we should be good. We should be good to end right now. Although, what's this?
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
So she painted him from his picture. So I'm guessing she was a huge painter. Built 1937. Edith Finch. Molly Concepts. Ooh. Conspiracy Now, Sam Photo Award, Edith Jr. Lake Trip, Sam Medal Ceremony, Home Movies, Weird America, Weird America, the Benches, My Friend, Bigfoot, Random Junk. What does that say? Edith interview. Mow man beneath the Finch house. A mow man?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
A mow man? Well. Okay. I'm guessing this is where we can stop at. Dragon kills Finch. What the fuck?
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
So she just said, ooh, he was killed by a dragon. That does not look like a real dragon. Tragedy strikes Finch family. Celebration turns to mourn. Dragon kills Finch. That does not look like a real dragon. Sven. That looks like one of the 7 dwarves. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dwarves. Where are the other 3 at? Sven. Taxidermy. The home. Okay, so I'm guessing we can stop it here until next Wednesday. Yeah, I know, right? That's not a dragon. That's a dragon slide or some shit. Anyway. Okay, so we are in Edie's room. Where is Edie at? 1917 to 2010. Okay, so we are in her room. We just finished Molly's, which was, she passed away when she was 10. Looks like an elf. Yeah, well, looks like a dwarf. But yeah, let me see what it says behind my face. It says, oh, play, options, credits, a new game. Okay, so I guess we'll stop it here until next Wednesday. Let's see here. We earned trophies. What did we earn? Oh yeah. We actually earned 2 tonight. All roads and let him finish. All roads was where we took both paths to the house. We did that one. I'm going to share this in our group. Here, there's another trophy. Let him finish. Let the drunken sailor finish his song. Something about a drunken sailor. All throughout the morning or something. Okay, so there's that one too. So all in all, we were a sea monster. You know, first of all, we was a person. We was a girl. Then we mutated into a cat. Then we mutated into an owl. Then we mutated into a sea monster or Cthulhu, and then we mutated back into ourselves. Wow. Okay, so we will share this one. So yeah, there's 2 trophies that we have earned for this first part. Let's see here. Hold on a minute, you all. I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute. And I'm going to put the music back all the way. That way I can actually talk. And then turn the camera back on. So yeah, there's 2 trophies. Let him finish, and what was that other one? All roads? Yeah, all roads. All roads and let him finish. So there's 2 trophies that we have earned for this very first part. So yeah, anyway, I appreciate all of the likes and future Phantom Rockers and the rewatches once this live stream becomes a video on this channel. For Thursday, it'll be Those Who Remain. So keep an eye out for that. Tomorrow at 7. I'm hoping 7. It all depends on what happens tomorrow. Or today, Thursday. Because I don't know if mom's hi girl. I don't know if mom's appointment is still going to be tomorrow or not. I don't know what's going to happen. So yeah, anyway, this is the Finch family tree. So yeah, let's see here. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Okay, so there's Edith, Milton, Lewis, Dawn, Gus, Gregory, Kay, Walter, Odin, Ingeborg, Edie, Sam, Calvin, Barbara, and Molly. And Sven. Okay, so let's see here. Edith is born in 1999. Milton was born in 92, but he passed in 2003. Lewis was born in 88, but he passed in 2010. Sanjay, I don't know. Dawn, 1968 to 2016. Gus, 1969 to 1982. Gregory, 1976 to 1977. Wow, he was just 1 year old. Sam, 1950 to 1983. Calvin, 1950 to 1961. Geez, he was just 11. Molly was 10. Barbara, 1944 to 1960. Sounds like she was 20 or something. Odin, 1880. Geez, 1880. My God. To 1937. And then Walter, 1952 to 2005. Wow. So yeah, let me see here. There is gonna only be one link that I'll be sharing into the chat since haunt season is over, and that will be this link. Okay, so it's right here. So for those of y'all that are live streamers, y'all can go. For those of y'all that enjoy what y'all see in our Facebook group, feel free to join up with that and start sharing your own live streams from either your Twitch or your YouTube. And I'll be placing that in the chat here soon. So let's see here. This is one way that y'all can do that. The other way is that we have a group on Messenger, and that's the second way that y'all can share your live streams on there. Just feel free to ask me or Stevie about that. Anyway. Until then, this has been Ghost from Ghost Host 22 over here on YouTube, signing out. And I realize that that crazy camera is not showing my face like what it should be doing. Okay, there we go. So yeah. And And as always, new people / current / future Phantom Rockers, remember to always stay wicked. Don't forget your death certificate. Anyway, bye. I'll see you all Phantom Rockers for the first part of Those Who Remain for Thursday at 7. I'm hoping 7. Again, it all really depends on how tomorrow is going to be, because I'm not for sure if Mom is really ready for tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, yeah. It should be tomorrow at 7. That's what I'm hoping for, anyway. Because each and every single stream that I do will be at 7. This week, next week, and then the week after that. Yeah, I don't think she is either. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, to be honest, Stevie. Anyway. Peace. Bye. I'll see y'all Phantom Rockers. I'm hoping tomorrow for the first part of Those Who Remain. And then on Friday it's Rachel Foster. Then Saturday, Layers of Fear. And then Sunday, some more Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. And then Monday, some more LA Noire. And then Tuesday, like what it was earlier, some more of the Rapture game. And then Wednesday, next Wednesday, will be some more of What Remains of Edith Finch. So yeah, and all of these live streams will be at 7. The reason why everything is so convoluted now is due to the reason that I didn't realize that LA Noire had a whole big bunch of an ass load of data to download. And again, what's with that? I mean, here you have this whole piece of data over here on the left, and then you have this whole great big data over here on the right. And it's like, this first part is like, it's, oh, when this part finishes, ooh, you can play some of it. Ooh, but you can't play the whole game unless you have unless you have this bar filled up over here on the right. I'm like, what the hell? It should be to where it is a full, complete download. The whole fucking bar. Not, ooh, here's this bar over here, and then here's this bar over here. I mean, who in the hell thought that up? I mean, I know on the Xbox 360 it didn't have that shit. That is what is ticking me off. I mean, here you have this first bar over here, to where you can play some of it. To where, I don't know, you can play the, kind of about like what Gemini said, you can play the main menu and maybe a few of the tutorial things. Ooh, but then you have to wait a very long ass time for the whole fucking bar combined by 2 of them into one single thing. I'm like, what the hell? Why would you have this over here when you have this whole bar over here on the right to be filled up? I mean, that doesn't make any fucking sense. No, it shouldn't. I mean, here I was waiting. What was it? Here I was waiting 12 hours on that day. I started downloading it. I started downloading it that evening very early that evening, or very early that day. And it said 12 hours. And then I let it run on rest mode. And then it said 11 minutes. I was like, okay, that's good. Okay, I can take, and I'll be ready to play. I'll be ready to play the game. But no, you all know what happened. When I looked and it said, ooh, you can play this, it said, ooh, you have to wait 9 hours long. So I had to pretty much basically wait until the next fucking day to play the game. So PlayStation, stop it with your bullshit. Stop it with your bullshit. Stop having the first bar over here to where you can only play half of it, and where you have this whole full fucking bar over here on the right to where you have to wait until that's completely full. Listen. You have to have it to where the whole fucking thing is one complete bar. Not, ooh, we have a bar on the left and we have a bar on the right. But this bar on the right is going to take a whole much more longer of time to finish downloading. It shouldn't be like that. Take a goddamn page from what I am saying, and don't do shit like that. Yeah, I know, and yeah, I know it was on rest mode. So PlayStation, if somebody from PlayStation is out there watching this right the fuck now, you better take a goddamn page from what I am saying and stop it with that bullshit. Because hell, it's making people wait until the game starts being played. But do they care? No. They're all about this goddamn moolah. And it shouldn't be that way. So yeah, I know on the 360 it didn't take that fucking long for it to download. So PlayStation, you better take a fucking page from the 360 and you better well fucking pay attention to that. And yeah, I know, I do too. You better pay fucking well attention to that. Oh, God. Or else all you're doing is wasting everybody's fucking time. When you say that you are going to be live at a certain fucking time, it needs to be at the fucking time. Not, ooh, we're just going to wait and download this whole fucking bar of the left and the right. But excuse me, the bar on the right is a whole much more longer, and it's going to take a whole much more longer of time to download. No. PlayStation, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you for thinking like that. Anyway, yeah. So, from now on, you all, okay. The schedule time will be at 7. From 7 until 9 or 10. Despite what fucking PlayStation wants. PlayStation could want the whole fucking universe, and they wouldn't be able to grab onto it because they are so fucking dumb. It's not even funny. They wouldn't even be able to grab onto that. So, yeah, despite what they want, they are not going to have. So, yeah, anyway, the scheduling times for all of these live streams will be at 7. Again, despite what those bastards at PlayStation wants. It will be at 7. And it will be at 7. So yeah, anyway, that'll be for about 2 or 3 more weeks until my left rib starts, until my left rib heals completely, and then until my, the muscle, excuse me, the muscle in my shoulder, which is the latassima dorsi, hold on a minute. Is it latassi? Is it latassi dorsi, or what is it? It's the muscle. It's the muscle in your shoulder, the latassima dorsi.
You might be thinking of the latissimus dorsi, which is a large muscle in the back that connects to the upper arm bone, humerus, near the shoulder joint, helping with shoulder movements like extension, adduction, and internal rotation.
Yeah, the latissimus dorsi muscle in my shoulder over here. Yeah, until this heals up completely, and until my rib over here heals up completely, yeah, we are going to be playing these games, these low level action games, which is pretty much basically walking simulation games or mystery games. It doesn't deal much with any type of having your hands all over the place on the controller. Where it's high action, yeah, I can't do that yet. So yeah, these are the games that are going to be played until this and this heals up completely. So yeah, Sundays is Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, Monday, LA Noir, Tuesday, the Rapture game, Wednesday is, of course, this game, Edith Finch, Thursdays, it's going to start to be Those Who Remain. Fridays is going to start to be Rachel Foster, and then Saturdays it's going to be Layers of Fear. So yeah, anyway, I shall see you authentic rockers then. Bye. You ended too? Oh, cool.